Hello and welcome back to another episode of Handy Dandy Repairs. Finally, we are at profit or loss in the new place. We're set up enough to be able to record some of those. So let's get straight into it. Today we're looking at a PS5. It's a disc edition, fat console. I believe it's got a bit of an odd issue, so I'm just going to get it plugged in and we can verify that. I think it was stuck in safe mode or something like that, or it wouldn't boot, or it was boot looping, or something along those lines. So I'm just going to get it plugged in and turned on. We'll put the TV on in the background. We'll go straight to that monitor. Has been opened before, but that's alright. We'll see what we get on the screen before we jump to any conclusions. Just see if I can get a controller synced up. Okay, we're repairing console storage. Going back to a blue light. Put the PlayStation logo and went back to a blue light again. Interesting. So yeah, it appears to be some kind of boot loop. And it shut down. Okay. First thing I'm going to try is just reinstalling software. It could be corrupt software, so I'm just going to try and boot into safe mode and see if that'll let me. Okay, I do get the second beep, so we should get safe mode. And we do. I'll sync up our controller. Chuck a PlayStation, chuck a USB in the back. See if we can resync the controller. Doesn't want to sync the controller now. Interesting. Tried the USB-C port instead of the A port. Still nothing. Okay, let's try one of the ports on the back. Okay, so maybe there's an issue with the front USB ports, but we can have a look at that. Reinstall software. Okay, it should go through. I only just downloaded this update yesterday, so it should be the latest version. So hopefully that will go through. And we've got an error. 1013128. I think that's the disk drive one. That is the disk drive one. Okay, so maybe the disk drive isn't plugged in, hopefully. So we'll shut it down, we'll get it opened, and we'll have a look at that. Okay, well that's good news. The disk drive isn't plugged in, so hopefully that's all the issue was. I'm just going to take out these couple of screws that shouldn't be there. Figure out where they go later. We will pull it apart later to check everything. But for now, I'm just going to plug this disk drive in and see if we can get the software installed. And if that works, then we'll pull it apart, give it a service and whatnot. So, just grab this disk drive cable out of here. So, disk drive's plugged in. I'm just going to sit the fan back on. Just sit it upside down here. There's also a screw there that shouldn't be there. All the screws that were missing out of the top were because they put a silver screw where there shouldn't be one. While I'm at it, this disk drive hasn't been opened, so that's a good sign. Hoping I haven't swapped it out for a known good one or whatever, but or a known bad one. But hopefully not. Alright, so let's try this again. Also, we'll have to have a look at those that ribbon cable for the USB ports as well, but for now I'm not going to worry about it because it turns on. So I'm going to get it turned on, see if we can run through that software update again. Okay, we got our second beep, so we should get into safe mode. Okay, as we can see, we're going to go down to the bottom one, reset PS5, click OK because our USB drive is already installed. Let's see if we can get through the update this time. PS5 will be, all the users will be deleted, that's fine, okay. We've already made it further than we did before, so that's a good sign. That means hopefully this is the correct disk drive. And so far we're looking good for like a nice easy fix. We'll have to pull it apart and check that front USB cables and just make sure liquid metal's all good and just give it a clean out in the service and whatnot. But we'll just let this run and make sure we can get through that, and then it should be good to go. And we've shut down again. Interesting. Okay, so I guess it wasn't just corrupt software. There's a reason it keeps rebooting. Interesting. Alright, let's get it torn down and have a look around, see if we can see anything obvious. This is a bit of a weird one. I've never seen this before, so not too sure what would be causing that. Okay, so I forgot to push play on the video again, but I actually found an issue with the ribbon cable for the front USB ports, which will explain why I wasn't able to sync the controller, but also may explain the issue. So I'm just trying it again now, and it doesn't look like it's made a difference. Yeah, it shut back down again, I think. Yeah, so it hasn't made a difference. I did have a quick look over the board. I couldn't see any residual flux or any signs like that. The APU doesn't have any cracks in it. I checked that as well. I think I might try UART because it's obviously not booting, but it does sort of seems to boot the first time around. Like I get the PlayStation logo, so I don't know if UART's actually going to tell me anything, but I think it's worth a shot anyway. So I'll just quickly get that set up and we'll have a look at that. So it appears somewhere along the move I've lost my UART device. I can't find it anywhere, so I'm just going to have to put this on hold until I can either find it or order a new one. So okay, so I still couldn't find my UART tool, but I did get a bit of an epiphany, and I think there's a chance this could just be the power supply. So I'm going to check the voltage on my power supply. We're getting 12 volt, and I'm just going to see if it maintains 12 volt throughout the boot process. So I'm going to press the power button now. Get the PlayStation logo there. Okay, voltage did not drop. And we're off again. So not a power supply issue. Could be a bad phase on the APU. These are a bit harder to test though. But I can check them, maybe even under the thermal camera, just to see if one gets hotter than the others. So here's where our driver MOSFETs are. So I'm just going to try this again. Interesting, so it looked like only half of them were running. Looks like these top 4 were running, but the bottom 4 weren't. I don't know if they should on initial boot or not, but they certainly started up. Okay, I'm just going to try this one more time. And if it doesn't boot normally this time, I think we're just going to have to replace the PWM controller, which is on the back of the board that controls all the phases here. So I'm just going to turn it on now. They all seem to light up fairly normally as it boots normally. Just repairing console storage now. Everything else looks fairly normal. SSD controller, South Bridge, power management ICs, RAM chips all look pretty even. Got the PlayStation logo now. And they're just not kicking in. Alright, let's get this out of the housing again. Just have another look. We might have to replace that PWM controller there. So let's see what happens this time around. We might as well watch it under the thermal camera. Just chuck it up there. It just beeped at me. It's turning itself on. I didn't do that. It turned itself on. It was doing that before too. Rebuilding database again. And we've got the PlayStation logo. Doesn't look like it's going to post though. And the screen's gone off. And it shut down. Same issue. Okay, I'm at a bit of a loss with this one. I don't know what else it could be. I have spoken to a few people on like Discords and things like that, and the only suggestion that I've really got back was the SSD controller, which is underneath there. Just pop this out. Geez, this chip here. I'm not 100% convinced that that's going to be our fault, but for the sake of it, I mean, I've got nowhere else to go, so I think we might as well try it. So let's get that off and go from there. Okay, so that's our new SSD controller mounted. Let's see if we can have a look at those balls. bit small and flat, but that's probably because I've used paste to reball this. But they all look even, that's the main thing. I'd say we're looking pretty good there. Okay, let's get it reassembled and test. Okay, we are back together enough to test. I'm just going to chuck... Oh, it's just turned itself back on. Interesting. Not a good thing that it's turning itself on. It was doing that before, I remember. But let's see if we get anything on the screen, I guess. Detect the PlayStation. Okay, it's going to go through the repairing console storage, which is fine. I did that last time. It's not a big deal. We should get the PlayStation logo. There it is, and let's see if we can get past that. Doesn't look like it. Going back to a blue light again. Still only running on the same phases. Nothing out of the ordinary really. Nothing different anyway. And the image on the screen is gone, so I'm assuming it's going to shut down any second now. And we finally shut off, there we go. So yeah, no change at all. I guess it's a good thing in the sense that we know we installed the SSD controller correctly and that this one's good. So I'll get this cleaned up and reballed and put that back in the drawer. Yeah, I really don't know where else to go with this, so I think I might just have to upload this video as is, and if anyone has any suggestions of what I could try or what I could do, please let me know. I guess we're going to have to add it to the spreadsheet, and for now it's just going to be a loss. So let's have a quick look at this. So this is a PlayStation 5. I paid $150 for this one. Obviously 0 in parts, it all come from donor boards, so no sale. And while we're here, this Xbox here, I did sell this. I ended up putting a controller with it, so the controller cost me $20 and I sold that for $450. So our profit's still looking pretty good, but at the moment I'm going to have to put this as a 0 sales price, so that's going to affect us a little bit, bring us back down where we were sort of, but yeah, for the time being there's just not much I can do. But if you do have any suggestions, please let me know. I've never encountered this issue before, so I really don't know what else to try. But yeah, please email me, text me, message me. Check my socials or just leave a comment down below if you have anything you want me to try. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe and bell notification so you stay up to date, and hopefully you'll see this one again in the future and we'll get it fixed and get that profit fixed. Get it out of the red at least. Thanks for watching.